huge, right?
Oh, it's an honor to be recognized by giants such as Burt's Bees and also Nature's Path Organic. We've gotten awards from people that we admire. Nature's Path Organic is a company that's committed to organic and non-GMO foods. Burt's Bees just awarded us for our environmental and sustainability approach to our products. And I strongly feel that every company should adopt not only when you develop products, that you also recognize what is it going to leave the planet looking like. And Patagonia is also one of the companies that we really look up to. So we're coming out in the spring with products that benefit beauty inside and out. So both maximizing the benefits from the baobab, but also from the other ingredients that we're now getting from the savannah, from the Amazon, and also the communities that we work with in Uganda and Zanzibar.
Dr. Luc Maes, the founder of Kaebae, and you can find out more, once again, at gokaebae.com. You can find more about his team that he was just talking about, including his lovely wife, Barbara, who is in studio with us taking some photos over there. And I'm sure you can find those on their website a little bit later today as well. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here on Co-Work Radio. Thanks for coming in,
Thank
Luc.
you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dan Farrick, Managing Director of the Impact Hub Santa Barbara. Come visit us and find out why co-working spaces are booming. Our 2 locations in the Funk Zone and downtown Santa Barbara offer private offices, permanent desks, and a variety of co-working memberships starting as low as $60 a month. Mention Co-Work Radio when you book our tour, and we'll give you 10% off your first 6 months of membership. Join a community where you can live and work smart. Go to impacthubsb.com or call 284-0078 to find out more.
This is the place that talks about Santa Barbara.
Aaron Ron Herron in the AM 1290 News Center.
Ben Hayes in the AM 1290 News Center.
Don Kadich. Johnny Risden.
I'm Joe Danley.
Tom Totten.
Chuck McPartland. Jerry Wilson.
Ernestine Ignacio DeSoto.
I'm Ed Giron.
I'm Maria Long.
I'm Mark Schneidman.
Hello, I'm Diane Duva.
My name's Andy Caldwell.
I am Erica Sullivan.
And I'm Scott Johnson.
And I'm Ross Cope.
I'm Mike Williams.
I'm Ted Adams.
I'm Jason Pristowski.
I'm Guy Rivera.
I am Hugo Mendez.
I'm Michael Self.
I'm Steve Forsell.
I'm Jim Williams.
I'm Dale Francisco.
I'm Mark McIntyre.
I'm Steve Cushman.
I'm Eloy Ortega.
I'm Rob Eganoff.
I'm Earl Armstrong.
I'm Neil Kreisel.
Hi, I'm Catherine Raymock.
And I'm Jan Walker-Wood.
I'm Arthur von Wiesenberger.
I'm Martha Bull.
I am your host, Jeremiah.
I'm Elizabeth Stewart.
Hi, I'm Chris Cullen.
I'm Lisa Cullen.
And I'm Leanna Finley.
I'm John Hennigan.
I'm Mark Giles.
John Martinet.
I'm Richard Dugan.
KZSB, AM 1290, the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.
Hi, it's Catherine Raymock. Are you buying or selling a home? See Compass Realtor Terry Ryken. I went to Terry because of his reputation and experience, but was quickly taken by his genuine enthusiasm. It's that combination that truly sets him apart. Terry specializes in properties in Montecito, Hope Ranch, Santa Barbara, and Santa Ynez Valley, and has 39 years of experience as an agent and broker. There are so many realtors to choose from, but only one Terry Ryken. Find out for yourself. Google search Terry Ryken. And welcome back to Co-Work Radio here on KZSB 1290 AM. I'm Catherine Raymock.
And I'm Jane Walker-Wood.
And each week we have an opportunity to interview two company founders.
And today, Christian Johan Smith is here with us today. Christian and his partner, Chris Herbert, came up with the idea when scrambling to find their keys in the sand as the tide rose. They came up with the idea for TrackR, so you could track all your items. And this company has grown into a global company selling 5 million devices a year. And you can track them with an app. And you have so many great stories, Christian. But today, I read that article about your grandma and how she took you in and helped you out financially. And then you used her as a test model. And I got to tell you, I got chills. Please tell us that story.
So when Chris and I were first starting the company, we had to show our early prototypes to our friends and family to get feedback. And I found out that my grandmother was probably giving us some of the best feedback. So
and she's 93.
Yes, she's 93. So, this was when we were starting the company about 8 years ago. But she had just gotten an iPhone, right? First time, smartphone user, and getting her feedback really helped because we were doing so many things that just didn't make sense to that first time smartphone user. And by just watching her try out the new features or setting up, our latest devices, each time she just, she gives us really valuable feedback whenever she gets stuck or whenever something's really easy for her. It's a good indicator.
And she let you live with her too for free.
Yes, yes.
She's quite a grandma.
Yeah, she's been very supportive of, Chris and I starting the company.
It's tremendous now, but I know you've gone through various periods. So let's take you back to the very beginning. So you had this idea. Was it truly because you lost your keys in the sand, or was it somebody's kid that lost their backpack, or how did it start?
Sure. So Chris and I met when we were both at UC Santa Barbara. We were both engineering students, and there weren't too many other engineers that also enjoyed surfing. So we had a very similar schedule, trying to finish our physics homework early so that we could go surf the next afternoon rather than doing homework with all of our classmates. And we got to know each other going on surf trips, and one weekend went up to Pismo Beach, where we drove down the beach and found a really great sandbar. After surfing for a few hours, we got back to the car, and we were mortified to realize that it was parked below the high tide line, so it was in danger of being washed
Well, especially
away.
when you're a physics major, right?
and you couldn't find the keys. Is that
we ripped the car apart, couldn't find the keys,
God.
and fortunately we were thinking heads up, and we ran down the beach looking for help. Chris convinced someone with a metal detector to help us look for it, and we found the key that had fallen in the sand just as the ocean was lapping the front tires. So we were able to get it moved off the beach.
What a story.
Somebody had a metal detector in this story.
Ah, that's amazing.
Now, how did you take it? Because a lot of people have ideas and then they do nothing with them. They go, oh, wouldn't that be a great idea? And then that's it. How did you guys go to that next stage?
So we really thought about, we experienced this extreme manifestation of a common problem that people experience on a daily basis. And we really dove into the thought of why. Why did that happen? And the core of what we were solving wasn't helping people find things faster. It was people rely on their memory to know where their passport, their birth certificate, their camping gear all is. We memorize all of that data. And we saw that as a trend, humans were memorizing less and less. We have Wikipedia for facts. We have a smartphone phone book for phone numbers, right? We weren't memorizing those numbers. We have Google Maps to take us from point A to point B in the fastest way possible, avoiding all those accidents. And we were relying less on our memory to do those things. So we thought, how can we, enable all of these items to just automatically know where they are for us so that we don't have to worry about it and we can quickly recover them whenever we want them.
Since we are radio, let's give people an idea of what the product looks like. And we're talking about TrackR. It's a way that you can track, and it's actually spelled track with just an R after it. And you've been through various manifestations because a couple of years ago, I actually got one of your trackers and put it on my dog's collar, and she would run away quite a bit. And so I could find out where she was, actually. It was really extraordinary, but it looked a bit different. So it's about the size of a quarter. And tell us about it, the product.
So our latest device, the TrackR Pixel, it is about the size of 2 quarters stacked on top of each other. And it allows you to find things with light and sound. You download the TrackR application and you add the devices to the app. It's a pretty simple setup process.
And sticks on to whatever you're putting it on to?
You can it comes with a double-sided adhesive, so you can stick it to the remote control, the charger. I've stuck mine to my passport. And if you want to, you can also loop it around your keys or loop it inside a bag or a suitcase, if you want to track those things. And the app communicates via Bluetooth to the device. If you want to find something and you're within that Bluetooth range, which is about 30 meters or 100 feet, you can tap the button on the smartphone app and then...
Ooh, can we hear that sound on the radio?
Yeah, and you can actually hear. Well,
and then it's also a two-way finder. If I press the button on my TrackR, then my phone will ring, even if my phone's on silent.
It will ring and very loudly, right? Yeah,
exactly.
I thought this. I go on a lot of these long distance hikes, sometimes with Catherine, and I'm often losing the other person, usually my husband. And then you're trying to call each other, but not everywhere in the world has great cell phone. I thought it'd be great to put it on each other's.
On a person.
Well, yeah, put it on our Camelback. Because do you remember we were hiking in Wales and we were really worrying about losing each other?
Oh yeah, I mean, do people actually put? Would somebody put it on a child at all, or
in the
if they went shopping or something like that?
So we really just recommend tracking items because it's a really simple way to find all the things that you're looking for. Because if you put it on, it works so much better, right? That's how it's really designed. Because when you go outside of that Bluetooth range, the app remembers where and when you left your thing. And so you can go back and recover it. Or if another user, another one of our TrackR users in the community walks past your lost item, they anonymously and confidentially update you and let you know where and when they saw your item. So every day we get over 2 million updates through this crowd locate network.
Let's talk about in the beginning the copyright or patent that you took out on this, because were there any other devices like it? I would think that there maybe somebody was thinking along this lines also, but yours stands out now. And why? And how did you do that?
Yeah, so early on, we filed several patents when Chris and I were still in university. Really, it's I think that the function of IP is to have the freedom to operate, especially when really the user experience and the core of that is software, and that's really what kind of enables, differentiates in the market. And when we've approached this problem of losing and misplacing things, we've really tried to focus on our core values, which are, being able to recover things quickly and reliably.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So one of the things, for example, with TrackR Pixel, when you want to find it, not only does it beep, but it also lights up. So it triggers that visual memory, right? We have one of the world's greatest supercomputers between our ears, and as product designers, I think it's easy to forget that we can leverage the power of the human mind in finding things. So by triggering that visual memory with an LED, it helps people find things so much faster.
Sorry. Well, you talk about your partner, and I also know that you also have a co-working sort of model. We talk a lot about co-working. So it's the two of you, but it's sort of been a village behind all of this. How much was input from other people, and do you have a co-working sort of model at TrackR?
So, Chris and I started the company in 2009, and we've grown to over 100 employees. So it's been really exciting.
Now, are they all Santa Barbara based, or do you also have remote employees? Because that's a big thing these days.
We do have some remote employees, but a majority of our team is based in Santa Barbara. We think it's great if we can all, work together and share meals together, because that really kind of it creates a cohesion around, especially with physical products, right? We have physical things that we're working on, and because of that, it's really helpful to have tactile and in-person meetings in order to kind of really push the boundaries of what we're doing.
What has the feedback been from people that have been using TrackR now over the years?
So I would say the most exciting thing that we're hearing is we've been able to not only kind of ship over 5 million units, but we've been able to prove this critical mass tipping point in terms of user density. And because there are enough people all using the TrackR app, we've gotten stories of people recovering stolen bikes, stolen wallets, runaway